Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Live with Hassan Akhtar. Viewers, our today's topic is from class 9th, unit number 1. Name of the unit, matrices and determinants. We have to complete exercise 1.6 today. Our topic is related to the word problems. Okay, you all have done word problems in previous classes maybe. So our question is, solve the following word problems by Cramer's rule. Viewers, in separate lessons we discussed what is Cramer's rule, we discussed the matrix inversion method. These are the two methods to solve the given linear equations. One more difference between these questions and question number 1 is, here statement will be given to you and you will have to form the two equations, while in question number 1 you are already given the equations to solve them. So let's now move forward towards the first word problem, that is question number 2 of the exercise. Statement says the length of a rectangle is 4 times its width. Viewers, if you want to make your solution easier, make yourself focus till the first sentence. What it says, that the length of a rectangle is 4 times its width. That is, length and width are being utilized and you are given the condition that the length is 4 times its width. So you will have to suppose one length and one width. So let us suppose that let width of a rectangle be x and length y, then it is well clear in the first sentence that length is 4 times, that is y is equal to 4x. I am taking you towards the solution first, but it will be easy for you to understand the whole problem. So far I have just talked about the first sentence. The length of a rectangle is 4 times its width. We suppose width of rectangle bx and length y, then very clear that y is equal to 4x. What we do, we convert it into simple linear frame, keeping x first and y second. We have 4x minus y is equal to 0. This is our equation number 1. What is the next condition? The perimeter of a rectangle is 150 centimeters. Students, you all know perimeter of rectangle is 2 times of length plus width. That is 2 into length plus width is equal to perimeter of rectangle. Find the dimensions of the rectangle. So utilizing this value of perimeter, let's go ahead to make the second equation. We are given perimeter is equal to 150. Therefore, we know the rule for perimeter, that is 2 times of length plus width is equal to 150. Dividing both sides by 2, we reach at x plus y is equal to 75. This is my equation number 2. Moreover, you have completed question number 1. So equation number 1 and equation number 2, these were already given in question number 1 frame. Here we made by ourselves by following the conditions given in the word problem. For your easiness, I have done this kind of rough working. Looking over here, I have to do the next job. Moreover, you are advised to follow the pattern given inside your exam. If the question paper says solve by using matrix inversion method, you are clear about that method. After formulating equation number 1, equation number 2, you will have to follow those steps involved in matrix inversion method. For your easiness, as Cramer's rule contains a bit less number of steps, so I have selected Cramer's rule to solve this kind of problem after making equation number 1 and 2. First of all, we have matrix A. How it frames, very clear. Look at the coefficient of x, 4, then y. So in my first row it will be 4 minus 1. You can see very clear here. Then in my second row, 1, 1. X plus y mean coefficient of x is 1, coefficient of y is also 1. In other frame, column frame, you can see here coefficient of x 4 and that of x 1. So 4, 1 is my first column. Whereas looking at the coefficients over here, my second column entries are minus 1, 1. So this is my matrix A. My first target is to calculate its determinant. You all are well familiar about how to calculate determinant, multiply first place into fourth place. In the next coming classes you will come to know that this diagonal is also called principal diagonal, whereas the other diagonal is called secondary diagonal. So the entries of principal diagonal 4 into 1 in between every time minus, then the entries of secondary diagonal minus 1 into 1. Finally your result is 5. Value of determinant you calculate it. We now go ahead. Our target is to form AX and then its determinant and then AY. So look over here, AX. For your easiness I have written these two equations again over here. Now the method is clear to you as we have already discussed the method. 0, 75, this column will take the place of 4, 1. You can see here. In AX matrix, 0, 75 takes the place of first column, whereas the second column entries remain same. We need to calculate its determinant. Applying the same rule, you can make the calculation. Answer becomes 75. Now for AY, this time 0, 75 will take the place of second column. Second column it was minus 1, 1. Now the first column 4, 1 will remain same. As the method is clear to you already, we have discussed, so I'm not going to explain more. Hope you are already understanding and everything is well clear before. So we have determinant of AY on the same pattern. Applying the order of determinant, answer is 300. Now using the formula for Cramer's rule, X is equal to AX determinant over A determinant. Putting the value 75 over 15, we have 5, and Y is equal to a Y determinant over A determinant. 300 over 5 gives us 60. So the width is 15 centimeter and length is 60 centimeter. You are clear about that. Length is now 4 times that of width. This is the answer of my first word problem. That was question number 2. Let's go ahead for question number 3. What is the statement? Statement says two sides of a rectangle differ by 3.5 centimeter. Okay, one side will be X, other will be Y. You are not given which one is greater and which one is smaller. It is generally given that two sides differ by 3.5. So I will assume that length of rectangle BX and width BY. Then according to these given wordings of the first sentence, X difference Y is equal to 3.5. This is the way of formulating equation number 1 by looking towards the first sentence till now. What is next? Find the dimensions. Dimensions means length and width of the rectangle if its perimeter is 67 centimeter. Students, it is similar to that you have just seen. We are given perimeter is equal to 67. Formula for perimeter, as already told you, 2 times of length plus width is equal to 67. Dividing both sides by 2, I have X plus Y is equal to 33.5. Here you may have 2x plus 2y is equal to 67. That will also be correct, but as in equation number 1 there was a decimal point value 3.5, so I divided the whole equation by 2 and my result is 33.5. For your easiness, I have written the equations once again for you. My first equation is x minus y is equal to 3.5. That equation number 2 is x plus y is equal to 33.5. So matrix A is 1 minus 1 in first row, 1 plus 1 in second row, that is 1 minus 1, 1 plus 1. In the column 1 and 1 minus 1 and 1, focusing over here. Our first target, calculate A determinant. You know the order of determinant, you apply over here, your answer is 2. Now the next job is to calculate AX and then AY. For your easiness, I have written the equations once again. And you know the pattern, the right hand side column will take place of first column for AX and the same will take place of second column for AY. Both are well clear. You have practiced already this method named as Cramer's rule. So we have AX in the row order as 3.5 minus 1, 33.5, 1, we calculate the A determinant. Applying the order of determinant, we find the answer as 37. Now after calculating AY, we calculate determinant AY on the same pattern, order of determinant, principal diagonal entries, first multiply, in between minus, then secondary diagonal entries multiply, you will be having answer 30. Formula, you know, x is equal to AX determinant over A determinant, and y is equal to a y determinant over A determinant. Putting the values, x is giving answer 18.5, y becomes 15. So my final answer according to the calculations, length is 18.5 centimeter and width is 15 centimeter. It is clear that they are having a difference of 3 as mentioned in the first sentence of the question. Next question, that is number 4. What says the third angle of an isosceles triangle is 16 degree less than the sum of two equal angles. Find the three angles of the triangles. Viewers, isosceles triangles have two sides equal and have two angles of equal measurement. So let us assume in the first sentence that let the first and second angle of isosceles triangles be named as x and z. So x is equal to z, which is equal to x, and the third angle is y. Then according to the given condition, we have the third angle is equal to sum of 2 minus 16, because the third was less than 16. So when you subtract minus 16 here, then it becomes sign of equality, that now the third angle and sum of two angle minus 16, they are evenly balanced. You can use the sign of equality over here. It can be written as y is equal to 2x minus 16, writing in the manner that x comes first, y comes second. You can write it as 2x minus y is equal to 16. This becomes my first equation. Then the rule, we know that sum of three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Using this rule, what I have, x plus y plus z is equal to 180 degree, and I utilize z is equal to x, so x plus y plus x is equal to 180 degree. Now we have 2x plus y is equal to 180 degree, and that is my equation number 2. For your easiness, I have written the two equations over here, because from here it is easy to make the matrix A. Well, clear, 2, 2 is my first column and minus 1, 1 is my second column. Next, my job is to calculate A determinant. You can see what is A determinant. Same order, first place multiply by fourth place, that is principal diagonal entries, then minus secondary diagonal entries, multiply them, get them simplified, your answer is 4. My next target is AX. So far the method is clear to you that right side entries will take place the first column place, that is AX is equal to 16, 180 my first column, minus 1, 1 second column remains same. Next I calculate AX determinant on the same pattern. My answer comes 196. Likewise, applying the same rule, now the first column will remain same and 16, 180 they will take place of second column. I obtain AY matrix. Now AY determinant, again the pattern is same. Applying order of determinant, making the simplification, my result becomes 328. I know the rule, x is equal to AX determinant over A determinant, which gives 196 over 4, which is equal to 49, and y is equal to a y determinant over A determinant, that is equal to 328 over 4. That gives me answer as 82. So I calculated the angles. X is equal to 49 degree, x and z was same, z is also 49 degree, and y is equal to 82 degree as my answers. Moving to the next question number 5. Statement says one acute angle of a right triangle is 12 degree more than twice the other two angles. Find the acute angles of the right triangles. Viewers, you have to talk about acute angle of a right triangle. There are three angles in a triangle. So in a right triangle, one angle is right, that is its measurement is 90 degree. So any other two angles are acute. Let x and y be those acute angles of right triangle. Then according to my given condition, what I am told that one acute angle of right triangle is 12 degree more. When I subtract 12 from 8, then twice of the other, then I can have the sign of equality. That is x minus 12 degrees equal to 2y. Writing in the equation pattern, it will simply become x minus 2y is equal to 12. This is my equation number 1. Again, the rule for sum of three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. That is same. So x plus y plus z is equal to 180 degree. My one angle is right, that is 90 degrees, so I have x plus y plus 90 is equal to 180 degree. That gives me, on simplification, x plus y is equal to 90 degrees. So these are my two equations. I will convert them into matrix frame. First of all, here I have written for your easiness, 1 1 is my first column, whereas minus 2 1 is my second column. Making matrix A, I calculated A determinant, order of determinant you already know, answer becomes 3. Next job is to formulate AX and calculate AX determinant. So how to make it is easy to see over here. If you can write these 1 and 2 equations again, right hand side column to be replaced by first column. So the first column entries in AX becomes 12 and 90. Its determinant, using the same order of determinant, you can simplify and can reach at the result 192 is my answer. For AY, this column 1290 will become over here at this second column place. You can see over here 1290 is the second column, whereas the first column remains same. Now this is my AY matrix, calculating AY determinant, applying order of determinant, my result becomes 78. That is my answer. Now we have x is equal to AX determinant over A determinant, putting the values 192 over 3 is equal to 64, whereas y is equal to AY determinant over A determinant, putting the value 78 over 3 is equal to 26. So I calculated the two answers. My one acute angle is 64 degree and another acute angle is 26 degree. If you can make them at, their addition will be equal to 90 degree. One other already right angle 90. This makes the proof complete that the sum of three angles is equal to 180 degree. Moving to the last question of the exercise, that is question number 6. It says two cars are 600 km apart, are moving towards each other. Their speeds differ by 6 km per hour and the cars are 123 km apart after 4 whole 1/2 hours. Find the speed of each car. Yes students, inside the word problems, anything you are asked to calculate, you suppose it. So I suppose in the first step of solution, speed of first car is equal to x km per hour and speed of second car is equal to y km per hour. We are given that their speeds differ by 6 km. So I have the first equation as x minus y is equal to 6. Hope it is easy and clear. Next, the time is given 4 whole 1/2 hours. That can be 9/2 hours. As we know that distance traveled is equal to speed into time. So applying the formula, I have speed of first into time taken by the first plus speed of second into time taken by the second. Then they have the distance in between left, 123 is equal to the total distance 600 km that is given in the question. Simplifying this, multiplying by 2, you reach at this result 9x plus 9y is equal to 954. Simplification is easy. First you subtract this number 123, you reach over here. Now 2 is the LCM, multiplying by 2 you will reach over here. Now you observe that each entry is divisible by 6, so you're dividing by 6, you get x plus y is equal to 6. That is my equation number 2. Again, for your easiness, I have written the two equations on the right hand side of working column so as to make matrix A, matrix AX, matrix AY from here easily. Well clear, 1 1 is the first column of my matrix A, then minus 1 1 is the second column of my matrix A. Our next job is to find out a determinant. Applying order of determinant, result becomes 2. Next job is to calculate AX and then AX determinant. Again to repeat, right hand side entries will take place of the first column. For AX, you can see AX is a matrix having column wise entries 6, 106 and -11. Second column remains same. You know the pattern, how to calculate its determinant. AX determinant is equal to determinant of the same entries. Applying the order of determinant, your answer becomes 112. Likewise, now 6, 106 column will take place of second column entries. My AY matrix is 1, 1, 6, 106 column wise, and its determinant on the same pattern applying. First place multiply by fourth place, that is principal diagonal entries multiplying first, in between minus, then secondary diagonal place entries later, 6 into 1. Simplification gives me 100. Applying the formula, x is equal to AX determinant over A determinant, that is 112 divided by 2 gives us 56, whereas y is equal to AY determinant over A determinant. Putting the values, 100 over 2 becomes 50, hence the speed of two cars calculated is 56 km per hour and 50 km per hour. You can notice that there is a difference of 6 km per hour, right, according to the statement of the question. The solution is completed. Hopefully you understand. You can provide me your feedback. Thank you very much.